Hi, my name is Mary Danielson of Documented Legacy, a personal historian company. I'd like to tell you a personal story that goes along with this week's blog on making a case for photo scanning in estate planning. Mine is a personal story. Sadly, it took an unexpected loss in my family for me to kick this week's assignment into high gear. My first father-in-law passed away recently. While he wasn't in good health, he took a sudden turn after the new year and passed away. My daughter was creating a slideshow presentation for his funeral, and extended family members were emailing her or texting her cell phone images that they were taking of their photos, lots of blurry photos or images of picture frames with lens glare. She was naturally frustrated by the volume and quality of photos available to tell her grandfather's story. There was so much more to him to tell. She called and asked me to drop everything and hunt for photos in our family archives. It broke my heart thinking of all the photos I had taken of Pop-Pop with his grandchildren over the years that were now in the hands of my ex-husband and unavailable for this funeral. The best of who my father-in-law was ended up in a box divided by two lawyers who didn't know either of us very well years ago. This sounds so ridiculous now that I use my mobile scanner more than my stove. I didn't even have one image of him holding our daughters when they were born. I thought I did. I should have had a scanning party years ago. It would have solved a lot of problems. After rummaging through several semi-organized archival boxes, I found a packet of negatives detailing one of my father-in-law's famous pool parties. In it, I found the perfect shot, a shirtless, barrel-chested, leather-tanned image of Jack with an endless smile on his face, floating in the pool with my daughter. If I only had one image of him, that was the money shot. My daughter took the FlipPal mobile scanner with her to the funeral preparations to rescan the images. It allowed her the mobility to work on location. She could go to a cousin's house and scan there, then go to her uncle's home and scan those images before heading to Grandma and Pop-Pop's home and the funeral home for the final preparations. This allowed her not only the mobility, but the ability to make duplicates for everyone asking, "Hey, can I get a copy of that?" There were so many facets to my father-in-law that it required everybody's archives to do it well. We didn't need every photo they had, just the best ones. She was able to rescan many of the images sent to her that were not good. She was able to put people at ease, and she was able to do a very dignified and gracious job of telling her grandfather's story. The process made me ask, do I have one good photo of every family member in my family? The answer is no, I don't. Some have disappeared. As the family photographer, I'm always behind the camera. If today was my last day, would my family know what are my favorite photos of myself? Would they know how to tell my story? The answer is maybe. If I left that story to chance, however, my family might be disappointed. The race for photos of Pop-Up made me realize that I need to do some rebuilding on the family archive. This also gave me something else to focus on while I'm getting organized this year. I'm already sorting photos, memorabilia, and documents. Now what else can I do with this once it's organized, digitized, and preserved? I want my story told. I want my family history preserved. By taking that step to duplicate some of my photos and put them in with my legal documents, I know they will be preserved along with my family history records. This will give my family a huge peace of mind when the time comes. I hope this has been a good example on how you too can begin organizing and using your family photos and records. Thank you.